Welcome, welcome. I'm so grateful that you can join me today for this angel card reading. I'm working with two decks today. We already have two people in. Hi, welcome. I believe you can post your names in the chat. I am so grateful that you can join me. I'm just going to invite the angels in before we begin the reading. So I ask that we each be surrounded by divine white light and by 100,000 angels of the highest love, light, protection, healing, and guidance. And I now invite each of your angels, guides, ascended masters, archangels, of your highest, most loving soul team to step forward, to enter into your awareness and assist you with receiving this wisdom, this guidance, as I ask my soul team to step forward to assist me with channeling this wisdom, this guidance for the week of, where are we now? April 29th through the 5th of May. So what do we have coming up for this week? I asked before I started the reading for a theme for the week. And the theme for the week that I was given was focusing on the heart of source. So recognizing that everything comes from love and everything comes from the heart of source. And oftentimes when we're challenged by difficulties, especially as this, we've just come through some powerful eclipse energies, and we've just come out of that powerful full moon solar eclipse. And as they're saying no, we've just come out of that powerful new moon solar eclipse. Nag, welcome. So glad that you made the live. I am so grateful that you made the live as well. As we've just come out of the eclipse energies, and we've just come out of Mercury retrograde. It's really a very powerful time for releasing. And that's where we're at right now. We're at this time where we're beginning to let go, and the voice of wonder, good morning, so welcome. It's 6 a.m. on the West Coast. Welcome, welcome, Kim. So grateful that you could all make it. So as we move out of these energies, I've been asking, how do we stay in compassion? How do we stay in love? How do we focus on this release is happening, and it's happening all around us. And now we've got to come back into out of the Mercury retrograde, where some of us may have experienced some really difficult challenges with communication that arose. Personal one-on-one communications were a really difficult challenge this past Mercury retrograde. We've gone through a lot of clearing. How we communicate with ourselves and how we communicate with each other has been a big one. And so what my guides have told me is that we're now in a space where we're ready to receive, even though we're in releasing. If we allow the releasing to happen naturally, the space is opening so that the receiving can happen. And so we're now in a space, especially those of you who were able to hold compassion and stay in love through those powerful energies. You've now opened and created a space where you can start to receive. So even as this moon is waning and you're still releasing and we're still in the shadow of retrograde, you might notice that some people are still releasing. How do we stay in compassion with that? And the big one that my guides have told me was the heart of source. Focus on the heart of source within everyone, especially within yourselves. Recognize I can stay in compassion. I can only change what's outside of me by changing me and how I respond. And immediately the outside response will also change. That will also move. So we're going to ask the angels. I'm using, as I said, I'm using two decks here. So I'm asking for a message for what archangel is walking with us during the day, each day this week, and what the keepers of the light have to say, what gateways are being activated. I love this deck. I used this deck for the last live reading as well, and it's really opening up. This is the Gateway Activation of Light, Kyle Gray's deck. And it really does open up some powerful gateways. And my guides keep telling me there are so many gateways opening, and you can open those gateways yourself in your personal energy field as you focus on them. And so what archangel is helping as we open each of the gateways? So I'm going to start with today, Monday, and I invite you to receive what is resonating for you. So you may find that as things come up, oh, that's resonating. You can, I invite you to ask questions in the chat. That's going to open up more information from your guides, and your guides can focus on what intention it is for you to receive for this reading. So who is walking with us today? We know all the archangels are walking with us, but specifically, who can we tune into today to assist? Oh, two of them are jumped out. They're like, oh, we're all here, but two have really jumped out. And that's Archangel Mary and Archangel Muriel. So Archangel Muriel, I've had so many people ask me about the Dream Star chakra, which I've yet to do a video on. But Archangel Muriel is the archangel who works with that chakra at the back of your head to help you to clear away your subconscious energies, those subconscious blocks and those limiting beliefs, so that you can really deeply connect with the energy of the moon and use the magic of the moon to awaken your vision and to move that vision forward. And so she always comes forward to remind us to trust those psychic impressions. When you feel that the shivers running up the back of your neck, they hit that spot at the top of your occipital, and that's your dream star, and that's your psychic impression saying, I'm not feeling it in my gut, but I got shivers. The hairs on the back of my neck are standing up. So that impression says, oh, there's some deep download, some deep wisdom is coming in today for me, and I need to trust it. And one of the things that I like to remind people is, if you have a regret, if you regret that you didn't follow your intuition at any moment in your life, you can use that regret to say, I didn't trust it before, but I know it's there. That's evidence that I do have these psychic impressions. And so it's safe to trust it now. And Archangel Mary comes in and she reminds us to enfold everyone, others with love. And to do that, open your heart with compassion. Those of us that are empaths, we really struggle with that. We've gone through that place where I need to not absorb the energy of others. It's shifting me, and I've done my work. And you can use compassion. You can use compassion for others. I don't need to feel their feelings. I can come into a memory where I remember having felt that way, and I can be compassionate. I don't need to absorb the empathic energies that way. I can hold compassion for them, and I can still keep myself safe. So remember, when we come into compassion, it means, yes, I still have those energies where I'm passionate about the changes and the levels of light growing, but I want to make sure that I hold that person like a sacred child. And that's where tapping into the heart of source comes in. Remember that everything comes from love. So when those negative energies flow towards you, remember that they are coming from a place of seeking love. They may be seeing your light, and they're seeking love. So you can hold compassion and invite the heart of source to stand in front of you, to move into your energy field and say, I'm going to place a white rose here in the front of my energy field, and it's going to represent peace. And I'm going to allow everything to move through that. So we're going to ask, what gateway is open? What gateway of opportunity is open for us today? Compassion is a superpower. Meg says compassion is a superpower. Absolutely. Compassion is a superpower. Oh my goodness. The divine matrix. So the divine matrix opens up to remind us that there are no coincidences. They are God incidences. Everything is interconnected and everything is intertwined. And as you move through the divine matrix, and I missed last week and the week before, the final card at the end of the week came up, was that we were stepping into the divine matrix. So we are now inside the divine matrix, recognizing that you are in the divine matrix. You have stepped off the wheel of karma. You have stepped off that repetitive trap pattern that was important and essential. So when you see another on it, recognize it's still important. It's still essential that they travel that road. You needed to travel it as well for several lifetimes. But we as a collective, those of you that are listening and watching this video, whether it's now or later on as you watch the recording, it's really important for you to recognize that you are on the divine matrix, that you have come into alignment with your soul's purpose. And on that, those synchronicities show up. And more and more of those synchronicities are showing up. I have an angel numerology course starting on Wednesday to help people to learn how to use those synchronicities to come into a deeper alignment. And these synchronicities are an indication that you've stepped into the divine matrix, that you are walking your divine soul's purpose, and that you are in alignment. And if you're seeing all of those coincidences, have some compassion and love for yourself. It's hard. Imagine that you're a tightrope walker and you're walking above this major circus that's going on. That's kind of what it feels like when you're walking on the divine matrix. Oftentimes it's like, oh my goodness, everything down there is like insane and I don't want to fall and I don't know if anybody's going to catch me. So allow yourself to feel that. And recognize, maybe I should call some others in closer. Find some of those nodes. Find some of those as the flower of life awakens around you. Find some of those nodes. And those nodes are really the heart-based people in your life. Those communities where you can gather and within the awakened heart and you can gather together. So find those communities, those places where you can gather together and be a part of the awakened heart and walk the matrix safely. I'm going to ask about Tuesday. So we have some wisdom, some guidance coming in from the angels as to what we can expect through this week, what we can anticipate as we walk the divine matrix through the week. Who is going to walk? I swear somebody is already jumped out. The card literally turned over in the deck before I picked the deck up. I love how the angels come in and do that. Bhakti's like, you don't even need to worry about it. Archangel Bhakti. So Archangel Bhakti works with the birds' energies. And the energies of the birds, those feathers that you're seeing floating down in front of you. I've had birds come in as confirmation in the largest form. One of our friends in our community, Kim, has shared a wonderful bird story that I'm sure she'll share with the rest of you in our school community about having the birds come in really close to communicate. The birds are telling you all of this wisdom, all of this information. They're on that divine matrix. The bird energy is clearing the divine matrix. That's what they're doing at this time. So when you see a large amount of birds flying around you, moving around as if like, where did this flock of birds come from? They're cleaning the energies in the divine matrix. They're doing this realignment as well. And they're recognizing you. And they see you and they recognize with you. You can connect and communicate with them. Once again, the birds remind us it's time to listen to your intuition. You are essential. You are essential to this path and to this purpose. It is time. If your intuition says, I need to be doing this. If it says, I need to be doing YouTube lives, do YouTube lives. If it says, I need to be painting, paint. If it says, I need to go on retreat in Ananda for a month, go do that. And if it says, I need to support someone who is doing that, go do that. Your intuition is giving you that exact direction and you're exactly right where you belong. So it's time to let go of the ego. The ego can't weigh you down anymore. It's not even possible for it to do it. You're already on the divine matrix and it can't access you there. So the only thing is that backpack that you've carried with you. Let it go. Drop it to the bottom. Let someone else catch it. There's nothing important in it. So what gateway is opening for us on Tuesday? Your soul star be activated. So the soul star activation that's coming through is going to help you to remember that. Your soul star is up here, about 18 inches above your head. And I love to envision in my meditations, filling your soul star with golden light and then emptying that light down up over you. So even if you envision a ball of golden light filling up from the hardest source right now above your head, and then like a little pin, reach up from through your crown with your own energy and push a pin up into that golden light and let it flood down. And what that's going to do is it's going to activate your soul level memories. This is activating your memories of your soul. This is the subconscious memories that are cleared out of your dream star chakra. They they give you the ability to access your soul memories and the memories and the wisdom that your soul has brought with you. So many of you are starseeds. So many starseeds. I'm going to tell you we're all starseeds, and so many of you are remembering your gifts from the stars, remembering the wisdom that you have brought with you, and it's been contained. If you felt that pressure on your head, that's your soul star chakra overflowing. So if you feel like I've had people tell me, I feel like there's a rock sitting on the top of my head as they go through awakening, it's because you need to poke a pin in that soul star chakra. You need to let that golden light flow down over you, flood through you, and allow those memories to open your awakening heart. So your soul contracts, which so often on earth we're tricked into believing that all of our soul contracts are karmic debts. They are not. And they are also renegotiable. We are on a new level and a new timeline. We've shifted into a new earth, and the new earth is here. There's just that there's some still on a different level. So if you imagine like a 3D chessboard and you're playing a different level, and it's okay to allow that other level to play out. Let it be background noise. You can still play out your soul contracts, and you can still connect with your team and ask, what aspect of my soul contract is coming up to be released? And what new aspect of my soul contract is coming up to be fulfilled? Remember, contracts work both ways. You need to be receiving. You need to be receiving recognition, appreciation, love. The hardest source is flooding love towards you to assist you with fulfilling your higher purpose. Okay, so this is a powerful week indeed. Wednesday is the 1st of May. That's Beltane. That's also May Day. So oftentimes we think of May Day as the time of the emergency call to let us know something huge is shifting. And this is the mark of mid-spring. Spring's really awakening. In our email reading this week, we had Persephone, the goddess of spring, coming through, but she's stepping out of that darkness. So who are we asking? Which angel is coming to walk with us as we walk into Beltane and into the 1st of May, into a new month? Archangel Zariel. I'm not surprised in the least. The dog energy has come up so strong in both the puppies, but the fullness of the canine energy. And Zariel comes forward and reminds me to recognize that. The fullness of the canine energy. The go ahead, the hyenas, the wolves, the jackals, the house dogs, the pets, all of these energies of the canine are coming into full to remember that we are working together on this and that every aspect of your personality is important. The dog energy, the canine energy, reminds us of the importance of loyalty and also the importance of keeping those spiritual laws. My own personal puppy, she came with all of her star wisdom. So we have discussions regularly about her pretending that she's a human dog and that she can't learn as quickly as she has. She shuts him down right away. She's already learned so many things that I would normally think I should take her to puppy school. She communicates in such an amazing fashion. The dogs are coming forward at this time to assist us and to remind us of our own contract with the animals, but also with the earth energy. And they're bringing people together. It's so interesting to watch as that aspect awakens around us. So another reminder from Zariel on Wednesday, the reminder of receiving. We are such givers. When we step onto that divine matrix, we become such givers, and the givers need to receive. It's so important. There has to be a balance, and the balance that we're taught on earth is that we give and we receive in balance. It needs to be a constant flow, and that's a spiritual law. If you're giving and overgiving, you're outside of that law, and it makes it difficult for the divine energies to work with you. So open and allow yourself. May Day, Voice of Wonder says May Day is my favorite day of the year. Recognizing that you need to receive in proportion to giving. It's so important. Kim says, very important information here today. In my dream last night, I was told to meditate on this snake and release old skin. As I'm asking, what are we asking for? What gateway is opening on Wednesdays? It says the star gathering. So May Day is the day of the star gathering. The stars are coming into alignment. The 1st of May is the day, the gateway that the stars are coming into alignment, and we're going to be accessing our soul family. So one of the things, one of my coaches reminded me, Alea Dow is a fabulous coach that I've been working with, reminded me this morning in our meditation that we need to recognize when we're connecting with physical humans, we see, especially if we're on the divine matrix, we see the soul aspect. We see the soul aspect of them, but they may not be in the expression of their soul. So we need to come back into the expression of our soul, not to become that wounded human in exchange with others. And so the stars are now coming into alignment to bring your soul family into connection with you, but remember also to connect on the same level, on a level that's comfortable for everyone. So if you're connecting in your dreams, that's a place where you're going to have a lot of communication from your soul family. And that soul family may be your star beings. It may be people who you know in this lifetime. It may be people, animals, guides that you know in past lives. Using your dreams to assist you with connecting with your soul family will assist you with connecting with the wisdom of the stars. A very powerful midweek. So as we come into Thursday, what angel is walking with us on Thursday? Lovely. Seraphim Seraphisa. And you can watch this beautiful golden energy as the seraphim angels come forward to remind you and to recognize you. Seraphisa corrects me. She says, we come forward to recognize you and to recognize that you are connected with the blueprint of humanity. As you step onto the divine matrix, the blueprint of humanity is immediately uplifted. Recognize and open your heart to source. Keep your heart open. It is not necessary for you to close your heart down to protect yourself. You are immediately safe in the energy of love. Allow compassion. Allow love. Allow source to flow that golden light through you. You are the way showers. You are the keepers of this light. You are the lights on that divine matrix. And it is that light of yours that is drawing other lights. Those lights will only expand. They will not shrink or they will gather as stars. They will not shrink or contract. They will only expand. So recognizing your light, recognizing the light within yourself, allow yourself to begin to build that bridge to source. And the way that you can do that is through relaxation, is allowing yourself to breathe. Allow, allow, allow. If you have one mantra that you take away with you this week, it's allow. Relax and allow. Relax and allow. The divine is so greatly appreciative of your choice to connect at this time. Thank you, Lady Seraphisa. So, what gateway is opening for us as we get this spontaneous channeling, as Lady Seraphisa decides that she's going to give her message direct? Who is open? What gateway? Thank you. What gateway is opening? Shambhala initiations. She's telling us to relax and open to source. Shambhala is a mythical, if we were to say we can't see visions, it's one of those spaces between the spaces. So those of you that do this work, that recognize that what I see, the beings that I see, the energies that I see around people, the spaces between spaces reveal those important places that were felt at one time to be imaginary because we were so out of alignment with the divine matrix, we weren't able to see what was non-physical. Shambhala is a non-physical space, a retreat, a place for you to recharge and to trust in the process. Thursday is about relaxation, is about checking in and connecting with Seraphina, the seraphim angels, with Seraphisa, and allow that. Mag says Seraphisa is the name of her friend's musical duo, and they make amazing angelic music. So that's another way to tap into Shambhala, is really to listen to the angelic realms, to the music of the angelic realms. Really allowing that music to flow, allowing that to awaken and open that divine source relaxation within you. Thursday is a time to recharge. You may have gone through a lot of energies, but you're really coming into, as we come near the end of the month, we're going to be called in to relax. We're going to be called into relaxation. We're going to be called in to recharge our energies. As I immediately go to the numerology again, and the numbers, Earth is in an 8-month, which puts May to be an 8-year. It'll put May to be a 4-month. So the 2nd of May would be a 6. That's connecting with your community, to come in to relaxation. Find a community around you. Find people who awaken and open your heart as you awaken and open theirs. That spiritual law of exchange love for love, compassion for compassion. We no longer, on the divine matrix, we're not exchanging anger. We're not exchanging frustration. We can acknowledge that even underneath the deepest of anger is love. And we can return only the love that comes through it. We no longer need to enter into the 3D exchanges in order to advocate for light. We can just be light. And in our modeling of that behavior, in that relaxation, in that just be energy, it will allow the exchange to take place and the compassion will be received. Allow the negativity to fall on deaf ears. It's what's passing by your tightrope. Let it fall and be the sand that catches you. It's not important anymore. Let it go. Relax and deeply trust the heart of source. Friday, as we move into the weekend, they're jumping right out. Archangel Burial. So Archangel Burial works with the planetary energies and very, very importantly comes to remind us that Earth isn't the only being in the universe. Remember, she is deeply connected with other beings. We've just come through some powerful eclipse energies. We've just come through Mercury retrograde. So we're really recognizing that we are affected by the planetary energies. Remember, we also affect the planetary energies. Our energy affects not only the Earth and the people around us, but it affects the entire solar system. It affects the entire universe. And in turn, it expands to affect the multiverse. We have one little human being can make such a huge difference by being that spark that lights up the heart of source. Recognizing that it's time this weekend coming to expand your horizons. So often, too often, Beutelel says, too often our awakening humans hide. They go back inside. They isolate. They find that deep, dark place of the soul and that loneliness, and they hide. And they're not connecting with each other. And only the light is connecting those beams of light. Go out. Remember that you are calling all of these star beings and all of this starlight energy into this planet. Go out and find a collective that you can work with. Beautiful's message is to be interdependent. So always explain, we learned codependency in our earth life, in that life where we were in that experiential karmic release. We learned to be codependent. We learned toxic ways of relying on each other. And we went through that push. I don't want to be connected to that. So we push away and we become independent. And we learn to work on our own and to rely on ourselves. It needs to be a coming together. We knew when we became toxically codependent, we knew that there were reliable people. We just hadn't become one. And so we couldn't find them. So we became independent to become a reliable person, to become a source of light, a source of love. You've done that. It is time to come back and let yourselves find each other. Working together as a community, you will find each other as long as you don't stay isolated. So it's time to expand your horizons. Get out, get interconnected. In order to be interdependent, you need to be interconnected. Find community, find others who are in community. I hear you all saying, but how? Leave your home and be yourself. It is so important. You have done the work. You have done the work to realize what a beautiful bright bulb of light you are. What a beautiful source of love you are. And you will attract exactly what you are by being who you are. Live unapologetically you. Let your light shine, the truth of your light shine through without fear, and you will attract more of that light. What gateway is opening for us on Friday as we walk interdependently with Archangel Butylil? The Merkaba activation. So your Merkaba light body, I feel Metatron drop in immediately. Even my voice shifts. Your Merkabic light body is the light body that you wear around you. It's what your soul travels in. So as we have a physical body for our souls to move through, we have a Merkabic light body. And many of you may be seeing spheres of light showing up around you with your physical eyes or with photographs. Those are that spinning Merkabic light body. So as your light body begins to awaken, you're able to hold more light because you're not holding that light in your physical body. It may feel uncomfortable. If you breathe it out into your light body, you'll notice that vibration shift. The raise of vibration is happening all around you. I do have a Merkabic light body activation practice, a short 6-minute meditation practice on this channel that you can use. I will tell you, your Merkabic light body is already activating. Especially what's important as you move through the world is to activate it before you go out. To recognize I'm not just moving through this body, I'm moving through my Merkabic light body, which is then turning into a sphere of light. And bringing your awareness to it for just a few minutes a day, it's very simple. It's as if a point of light is here at your soul star chakra. It drops down in front of you and all the way behind you. So it forms a tetrahedron, a solar tetrahedron that forms around your body. And then below you at your earth star chakra is another point of light that comes up behind you like this. And it forms, again, coming out in front of you, it forms a earth tetrahedron. And as the two of them spin, they form your Merkabic light body. And it's a very simple practice to bring that to your awareness each day. Just doing that, focusing on those points of light and recognizing that that Merkabic light body is now spinning around you will raise your vibration, but also help you to drop back into the human container that is your physical body with less pain, with less of that energies coming into your physical body. The past, we perceived information with our physical bodies. And so you may have felt somebody else's pain and they're carrying a heavy burden and their shoulder hurts. And really, they actually don't have a heavy burden. They have nothing on their shoulder. It's because their Merkabic light body has a dent in it. And they need to expand that light body out so their shoulder doesn't hurt by the light burden that they're carrying. So releasing that and allowing yourself to clear out that Merkaba light body regularly and recognize those light burdens are not meant to be felt by your physical body. And that's going to help you with physical healing for your physical body as well. Thank you, Archangel Metatron. Thank you, Archangel Butalil. So coming into Saturday, what can we expect on Saturday as we move through with all these very powerful activations this week? Oh, lovely. Lord Vivasil. And I'm going to decide that's how it's pronounced, and I'm going to pronounce it with the German Vivasil. Accept and send healing. So Lord Vivasil can invite you in your dreams. We were talking earlier about the Dream Star Chakra. Yes, I know. I keep saying I will make a full video to help you to understand more what your Dream Star Chakra is. But in your dreams, you can visit Lord Vivasil's school and study with the Ascended Masters. And so when you're getting information in your dream, Kim mentioned earlier in her dream, she received information that she was to meditate on the snake. And so to understand more about shedding skins, it's interesting because I received similar information this morning. I have a friend who says, he says he will stop setting himself on fire to keep others warm. And I recognized, oh, it's not necessary. We take off a layer. I can remove my sweater and allow someone else to be warm. And that layer metaphorically is perhaps I can share something that I've been using, a burden that I've been holding back, sharing because I was afraid to let others know this part of me. And that will allow the other to awaken as well. So as we shed these skins, we might want to see the beauty in them. And the beauty in how that can help others, how we can use that to guide others. So it's about accepting. And the snake, I'm reminded again, the snake also represents healing. So the snake is very much the symbol of the caduceus and the symbol of healing. So also, Lord Vivasil is reminding us that we can do this in our dreams. We can study this information in our dreams. We can gather as a community and share what we've studied, but recognizing that I'm a being of the universe. I have a physical body on earth, but I can travel to get more information. Just like you can watch this video to get this information, go into your sleep, especially Saturday, Friday night, and into Saturday, into the weekend, watching how you go to sleep. So it's so important not to put toxics in your body to go to sleep. If we're not using toxic energy, if we're using yoga nidras and we're using meditation and we're quieting our minds, we're able to go to sleep without physical toxins. So we're not numbing the mind. And when we do that, we're able to access the higher realms. We're able to visit those realms in our sleep while the body rests and receive that information to come back. So what gateway is opening for us on Saturday? Memories of Atlantis. Oh, that's so beautiful. Spiritual acceleration. So a lot of us will talk about the Atlantean karma. And the Atlantean karma is what you're healing right now just by watching this video, just by participating in this live, because we're using this technology for the highest and greatest good. And the Atlantean karma is the fall of Atlantis was the misuse of technology. And that was a huge part of it. So you may be finding that as you use more technology, you might be challenged by some of those memories. Just like the earth memories come up as intrusive memories, sometimes your Atlantean karma memories can come up. I had a dream of two mer people, but they were sharp teeth and ready to attack each other. And I'm like, dude, that's not what I want to remember. But that's a part of it. Recognizing my dog has sharp teeth. She doesn't attack me. So recognizing those memories contain information. We need to release the fear and recognize that you're being sped up spiritually. As you start to remember your memories from other realms, other lifetimes, other time-space continuums, it's allowing you to access more information. The technology of your Macabic light body can be accessed in the same way as this technology can be accessed. So we're only taught you how to activate it. Go inside it, stay in it in meditation, see what else is in there, because it is an incredible technology that has created something that we're not perceiving necessarily with physical eyes. We're perceiving it with our energetic eyes and then interpreting it with our physical eyes. So allowing that the physical technology that we think about of wires and put that aside and get out to nature. Look at the technology of the ocean. Look at the technology of the tree, because those are all also forms of technology, a higher vibrational form that we're ready to start to understand and comprehend. So my friend Grethel on Encoded Frequencies is teaching a 12-week Starseed course. And this week was Atlantean, Memories of Atlantis. I don't know if she has room because she's just started it, but I will probably share some of the information from that. And you can find a lot of her channelings on there as well. So Saturday, our Memories of Atlantis are being activated. Sunday, as we move out of the week, what do we have for Sunday? Which angel is going to walk with us as we move out of the week on Sunday? We've certainly had a lovely number of companions come with us. Archangel Raphael. And we were talking about the caduceus and the snake as Raphael comes in with the staff in his hand. Sunday is a time coming into a time to open your eyes and to see, we were just talking about it, to see with those enlightened eyes, to see with the eyes of light, to recognize if you've done, and I know if you're watching this, you have already done the shadow work. You've looked at yourself. You've found compassion for yourself. Hopefully you're still embodying that compassion. When you see things outside of yourself, it's important for you to see the beauty in things. And that's going to attract more. Open to abundance, open to receive, open to an abundance of light. We're moving here in the Northern Hemisphere, which is where I am. We're moving into spring, and so much is starting to awaken. Get out and check out everything that's awakening. Go and ask the tree how she created those new buds. Talk to her. She will respond. She will give you information. If you're having trouble getting something new started in your life, this is the time to go and talk to the trees and ask them, how do they create a new beginning every spring? And if you're in the Southern Hemisphere and you're releasing, ask them how they release every winter. How do you let go for the whole winter? Because the trees have so much information for you. Those beautiful little crocuses that are coming up all around the city here in St. John's, ask them, how is it you're doing that? What kept you asleep? Talk to the plant energies. They will give you so much information. They have wisdom that we ignore. I'll tell you, eating a plant-based diet will assist you, especially when you do it with gratitude for the energy of the plant, will assist you with incorporating so much more of the plant wisdom into your life. And I'm going to move into what gateway is opening for us on Sunday. Pleiadian activation. So we've moved through Atlantis and we are going into the Pleiadian activation. The Pleiadians are the starseed energy, but very much of the dog's energy as well, the dog star energy, that blue star that awakens us. And many of us were called by a blue star to awaken. I literally had a kitten when I was going through my awakening that my partner named Blue Star. So it was really a good indication that we were being called by the Pleiadian energies, and it was time for us to awaken to our own blue star energy. And so the Pleiadian activation is really about coming together, coming into community, coming into harmony. This entire week, the whole theme for the week is tune into the heart of source. Recognize the heart of source, the element of love underneath everything. Hold compassion for yourself and for others, and recognize that you are a being of the universe. You are a being of the multiverse, and your light has an effect on so much outside of you, that you are a shining beam of light on the divine matrix. You are beloved and you are seen. And that's it for me. Thank you very much for joining me. I invite you to subscribe to my channel. Mag says, resonating with all of this, especially about community. So much powerful wisdom, Susan. Thank you for bringing it through so passionately. Thank you, Meg. Thank you so much for being here. I invite you to join my community on School. I'll leave a link in the description for my School community. And as well, to follow me again. This is going to be a weekly thing. So follow me on YouTube for updates when you can get the next live, or when new videos come out as well. I thank you so much for being here, and I hope you all have an amazing, angel blessed rest of your day.